First and foremost, you need to define the requirements. Second, you need to look at your team and figure out what your team preferences are. And third, pick the right tool for the job. You need to be able to understand what your requirements are. Yeah? Here is the most important thing is that people use the tool opposed to not use the tool. Go and start experimenting with tools and see which works for everybody. Yeah. This video is about Google Sheets and not only use cases when you need to use them as much as when you do not need to use them, because obviously there's a lot of tutorials online, and here I specifically take the use case of creating a project planning tool, like task tracking, things like that for your projects. And there's a lot of tutorials online. I'm gonna link to the description, which are brilliant ones, which explain to you how to create sophisticated tools to manage your project in Google Sheets, skipping the specialized software for managing projects. And the important thing to remember about those videos is that while they do an excellent job explaining you how to do those tools, how to create them, they don't explain to you why you should be doing it, because that's the most important question. You should begin with the question why you want to invest your time into doing something like that, rather than spending your time doing something else, for example, the actual project work. Hello, I'm Zhenya. I'm a project manager and information designer, and I'm interested in systems that do not work. And today I'm thinking about one system that usually works with great difficulty is our decision process into which tools to use for our project planning. This could be all sorts of projects, student projects, family projects, something that you do with your housemates, something that you do with your co-workers, people of different technical ability, etc. And we need to figure out how can we find the tools instead of just defaulting to Google Sheets all the time. And three things that we need to go through in this quick video is: first and foremost, you need to define the requirements. Second, you need to look at your team and figure out what your team preferences are. And third, pick the right tool for the job. Let's dive right in. First things first is you need to collect your requirements, and that's pretty much a must for anything, for any project. For example, if your requirements is just as simple as, for example, you see this spreadsheet, you just need to be able to use it easily, being able to share it with other people and easily add different columns to it, then obviously spreadsheet like Google Spreadsheet might be the best solution. You don't have to look anywhere further. If you just need to insert some dates, put in some names and attach the names to the tasks. And the spreadsheet that we're looking at the moment, you can download for free, and doesn't mean in our free download section of the on our website, and doesn't mean that you have to use it. Maybe just create a copy of it, play around with it to see whether it's something that you might be interested in, unpick it. It uses drop-downs. For example, you can watch a video about drop-downs right here, so it explains a little bit more how to create and modify them. And maybe that's basically all you need, But also you need to be able to understand what your requirements are, So that's kind of the main point. And if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe to this video, turn on notifications, and tell your friends all about it if you want to support the free education movement. Now the second point, which is by far most important one probably, is to look at your team, because obviously you might be willing to explore different tools, but if your collaborators on your project are not technical, for example, it will be difficult for them to follow, and they might abandon the whole idea from the get-go. So here is the most important thing, is that people use the tool opposed to not use the tool. So it's better to use something easier, but ensure that everyone is on the same page and everyone is actually putting information in, rather than introducing people who have no idea about computers to something more sophisticated, like, for example, like Asana or Jira, and then the people just get completely paralyzed and not use it at all. It's probably not not the best, because obviously project work especially is like getting multiplied by the efforts of people. So that's the second important point, is speak to people and understand what kind of technical preferences they have. And if everyone is comfortable with using Google Sheets, it's probably going to be a perfect tool for everyone. Yeah, and then finally, the third point is to pick the right tool. Yeah, and also it doesn't have to be one tool; it could be a mix of tools. Yeah, for example, Trello is a good middle ground option. Usually for everybody, we had very good successful use cases where teams were using Trello quite productively. And here, for example, is a use case where I used it with my students on the media arts course. And it's good because it allows you to add attachments, create lists, allow conversation on specific topic with like a very neat comment section, and there's filters, and there's a lot of depth into Trello actually, which people usually don't explore, and maybe we should make a video about it. I'm gonna link it if we do. There's a link down below to the tool, which you can start using for free, I think, also, if you need to. And obviously there's plenty of other tools and tool comparisons on YouTube that you can look at. So 3 points that we covered in this video. So always begin with gathering requirements, understand what the requirements are, and that is going to instruct you whether to continue using Google Sheets or switch to something else. Second, talk to your team and assess their technical abilities to understand what kind of tool preferences they have. And third is to go and start experimenting with tools and see which works for everybody. Yeah, and don't forget to download this project plan. And also there's another video that probably you want to watch for, especially if you're just beginning with Google Sheets, Google Sheet for beginners, where we explain the 3 use cases, one of which is actually a project plan as well. And you can check out this other spreadsheet template that we discuss there. Yeah, habit tracker, project plan, college budget. And lastly, if you're not sure which Google Sheets you want to use in your day-to-day work, you can go to the quick quiz, which was designed specifically for purpose to help you understand which Google Sheets you're going to need. And it's called something like 10 Google Sheets I use every day, and it's a 1-minute quiz. And so when you fill it out, we're going to send you a customized PDF that's going to explain to you your strategy about using Google Sheets. And yeah, let us know how it goes, and good luck, and I'll see you next one.